Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this happens to arrive in your reality of now. I wanted to talk about give and take. I had come across situations that were happy to take. And then when I looked back, I realized there wasn't a word of encouragement. There wasn't a tax receipt for nonprofit donations. The bare minimum wasn't met, and there was no support, no kindness, no moment of care or concern for me. And yet the verbiage used was love. And I thought, how strange to say love and act unkind and cruel. That's not loving. That's not okay. Nor is that energy that you'd want to continue adding more in, because it leaves you in a deficit. Emotional mind games, ghosting, manipulation, none of that is loving behavior. Choosing to purposely hurt someone who is in a difficult position is not character quality traits that you want to reinforce or encourage. So let's return to sender unkind energy. Kind energy is warm, welcoming, inviting. It cares about your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, and it helps reinforce what is there. If you can go 3 years and never bother to say a positive thing, and yet your storyline is, oh, I'm loving, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, oh, I care, oh, I yada, 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 it leaves such a massive deficit that it's hard to believe the words because there are no actions, there's no follow through, there's no care. I had situations I was moving away from and leaving because there wasn't balance. And I'm a fan of balance. People love to the best of their ability, not the best of your ability, the best of their ability. And sometimes that's a thimble's worth. I was working with someone whom I love very deeply and care about a lot. And she was talking about behavior from her father that was unkind and unjust. So she wrote a letter explaining, you do this behavior, you won't be in my life, which means you won't be in your grandchildren's lives. And that finally dawned on him that how she felt mattered, and he needed to acknowledge and give back in some way, show up, be there, be present, something. Now I see their way of relating in their relationship. It's active, they communicate, they send cards, they share holidays. They have a relationship that is stronger because she spoke her truth. And that, her speaking her truth, it was so hard for her, she ended up vomiting all over. It was like she got done with the meeting with him and then threw up because of how angsty her stomach was. How you treat people matters. It's not words. Words help, yes. Encouraging and supporting. Kindness is free, costs nothing. Saying that you love people, but treating them in cruel ways and justifying it is not loving or kind. Nor will I promote that type of energy. Having people use my name and make claims upon it is something I have no tolerance for. So we're going to return to sender, unkind energy. And then we're going to focus on friendship and the energy of friendship. of building kindness, compassion, empathy, not making things harder for somebody already struggling, and then patting yourselves on the back feeling good about that behavior. That's icky. That's very icky. Sometimes you have to forgive yourself for being put in situations that you were unaware of. Okay. Return to sender. That came out fast. Connection. 14 breaks down to a 5. 5s for me have a lot to do with change. When I utilize the energies of 5, what comes in contact me will walk away different. 5s is mother, maiden, crone, a lot of red rooting energy. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. All right. And now let's bring shields of protection. The ability to hurt others and to claim it's okay, that is ego and pride in charge. It's unkind for their own person's reality. You hurt enough people, you will have a reputation of somebody who is careless, cruel, and unkind. You take, you lie, those eventually will come to the surface. You spread rumors, lies, and gossips about others. Eventually, over time, people will realize you're saying the same story about others. You lie about others. You're not really my friend, because if you're bringing me that ick, when I turn around, you're spreading that ick, because that's the ick you swim in. We have control over ourselves, our choices, our behavior. When you spread lies, you will misinform others, and those that have belief in what you say will fall victim to your words, which means the lies and rumors you spread takes them out of the ability to have opportunity with that person, that place, or that thing. So protection, clarity, and truth. Protection, clarity, and truth. A friend of mine, intuition, passion. A friend of mine had an unkind dream. I had a pretty wonderful dreamscape last night, but this morning it was really hard for me to get up. I didn't want to get out of bed. I don't want to start the day. I want to stay in my dreamscapes. A friend of mine had an unkind dream, and her mother was just about to be murdered as she woke up. So, protection. Intuition, passion. The things that you love to do, you'll do because it's who and what you are. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gems of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving on from chaos to calm at its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. I am passionate about helping, healing self and others. My intuitive guidance allows me insights and opportunities and moments that at one time I felt sorry for others because it was denied to them. The more I realized everybody's in charge of themselves, and the strongest entity you come across is the face in the mirror. I no longer felt a level of responsibility to help others. I now feel that they are responsible to help themselves. Um, sorry, a friend of mine just sent me a text going, free, question mark? And no, actually, at the moment, I'm busy. Bottom of the deck, commitment. Speaking of, top of the deck, soul 37. Your soul family is with you always. Both the galactic and the earthly connections of that. Who and what you are is unique and divine. No one else can be you. People, I read this quote this morning, which helped inspired this very talk from Abraham Hicks. And I might be butchering it a little bit, but people will love you and hate you, and all of that's irregardless of you. Who you are is by internal and God's divine choice. People's opinions doesn't change who and what you are. Lies, rumors, deceit doesn't change who and what you are. All right. I am focusing on the return to sender, unkind energy, protection, and a card for the protection, compassion, 15, which isn't that 13, 14, 15, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Nia tusha sata koke bataya no moya shasuya taria sushukuya taria satakodobia tataria to shushu. Block and repel unkind energies, not of my own. Kwasa shasa sakuyata shisu poya taria sakuka moniata yatesa. Send it to Gaia. Kuyasa shuyatu kapuya nania sashuye teataku, for she accepts all. Kwasa shasiata and moyataria sashasete kupuya moniataya. Oh, that feels good. Kwasha samoyataria sushukoya nania satarega dodoya poya nania sashasete sutushumoyete. And disperse. Alexa, turn off the alarm. On that note, it is nearly time for me to go. One card in reference to the light language. Duality. Things are always more than what we see, and they are always more than what seems to be happening. There are multi-dimensional meanings with everything you come across. Each person, place, thing, number, color, all of it has relevance and reference to you personally. That is how precious you are. Your senses will help open you up to your own internal universe and your external way of conversing with universal energies. Your divinity is in your DNA. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Duality breaks down to a 9. Take care, be well, show kindness.